Welcome to another episode of Pasp Choices, brought to you by Stoiximan. And what a guest we have on this episode. It's Karmiotissa player Chandra Eigenberger. Now, guys, it's a Christmas theme, as you can tell from the image in the background. So it's obviously going to be Christmas-themed questions, but they're not going to be easy. Trust me. Enjoy. Chandra, welcome to Pasp Choices. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm not enjoying the British weather. You're in Cyprus, so it must be better than what I've got here.
This is probably the warmest winter I've ever experienced, so no complaints here.
So you came from the United States to Cyprus.
Correct.
Okay. Have you enjoyed the culture and the way they do things in Cyprus?
The culture and the weather, yes. I am used to a more fast-paced lifestyle, where here it's a little bit more really laid back, relaxed, island life, but it has been a nice change, so can't complain.
And have you got used to the food and you know, their methods?
I actually did get food poisoning the other week, and that was that was brutal. I had food poisoning when I was in Mexico, and I think this topped that situation. So now the stomach is back to normal, thank God. But as for the food, the most part, yes, I like it. I'm not too picky with food, but yeah, there's been some things that were different. I think I was offered snails the other night. I had to turn it down, but yeah, for the most part, it's been good.
That's probably not the worst that you're going to be offered, by the way. Just letting you know. For future reference.
Okay, that's good to know.
There's worse, so it's okay. Being offered snails is kind of a compliment, I guess.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that was different.
So I've got some questions for you, and
right.
they're not gonna be difficult. They'll be fine. It's absolutely fine. And the first question is Alex Morgan or Megan Rapinoe? I think that's how you pronounce it. Rapinoe? I don't know.
100% Alex Morgan.
Okay. Any reason?
Yeah. Well, multiple reasons, but I think Alex Morgan's more my style of player.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. World-class finisher. What she's been able to do, especially as she's gotten older into the sport. Yeah. Hands down for her.
What do you make of the US national team at the moment with Emma as a head coach?
I like it. It's different. I think it was a different change of pace compared to the previous coach. And I think Vlatko is a little bit more laid back, relaxed. And I think they needed someone in there to change things with how they were going about in the previous tournaments. And I think she did an amazing job. And, you know, to step into those big shoes as a head coach for the US with all their history and all the accolades they've reached, it's not an easy task to do. And I think she did it with flying colors. So hats off to her.
Excellent. So let's take you back to the beginning. What age did you start playing football? Soccer.
I've been calling it football now. So yes. 4 years old.
4?
4, yeah.
Wow. That's earlier than me.
I think it's more common in the US to start at the age of 4, 5 years old.
Okay.
I want to say majority of the players I've met, especially that came from the US background, they started at age 4, age 5. Yeah, I mean, once you can start running, you're good to go.
So was it a case of your dad just giving you a ball and just throwing it and going to give out?
Honestly, my parents did not have a soccer or football background whatsoever. My cousins did, and one day I was just kind of playing with the soccer ball, and my dad looked up, and then moments later I was in the other neighbor's yard. So my cousins were also kind of pushing me to have my parents get me into football, and then the rest is history.
See, your cousins are owed a lot.
They're owed a lot. Yes, I really do. I owe a lot to them.
Do they play as well?
They do not anymore. I believe one of them was a goalkeeper. She made it to the collegiate level, and the other was a defender, outside mid, and she played in high school. But yeah, I remember when I was younger, like going to their tournaments and watching them play. And I think probably by the age of 7, I knew I wanted to play professionally. Like I remember seeing on magazine covers some of like the older national team players from the US and just being like, yeah, they were my idols. Mia Hamm, Brandi Chastain. So yeah.
Okay. So do you think your cousins are a little bit envious of you that you continue playing football, whereas they're not? I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, in a good way. They're very proud. They're very happy. Of course, I'm still in touch with them, and they're always asking me about my experiences, and I have a lot of interesting stories to tell them, so it keeps it for a good dinner conversation. But no, they're very proud.
Yeah, well, playing in Mexico and Cyprus, you're going to have a dearth of stories.
Yeah.
Loads of stories. You could write a book. You should think about writing a book. It'll be a bestseller.
I'll be honest, after this experience here, yeah, I've thought about it.
There you go.
Maybe that's for another podcast.
If you need a publicist, I know a guy. Don't worry. It's fine. It's
okay,
fine.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. So the next question, would you rather win the Women's Champions League or the National Women's Soccer League?
Champions League for sure. Yeah. I mean, you're competing with more countries, more competition, different clubs, but I mean, yeah, NWSL is difficult, don't get me wrong, just because I think the teams in the NWSL are there's not this huge gap where I think you've seen in Cyprus or in Mexico, for example, where you have like maybe the top 2 or top 4 clubs and they're getting to the championship every year, where in the US, one year it's this club, one year it's another. So I think the competition is very strong, but of course, Champions League is just, nothing beats
the
it.
higher echelon.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
And do you have a dream of playing in a specific league? I know it's a bit of an unfair question to ask because you're in Cyprus right now, but is there a specific league that you'd love to play in?
When I first started playing professionally, I was in NWSL, but I was a non-contracted player. So having that taste of what it's like to be in that league, and that was when I first started. So this was back in 2015. To be in the league now, I think would be the ultimate dream league to play in, either that league or in England. I mean, it's difficult because, of course, if you're not European passport, you take up a foreign spot, and they typically kind of go for players that are with national team, which I don't have. That would be I think that would be the other league that I would be a dream to play in.
The thing is, Chandra, I've seen some of your clips on how you play, and you get the ball on the right hand side, you drop the shoulder, and you take it past the defender, and it's almost
1v1s are my favorite. They're my favorite. Right. I love.
This is what I was about to ask you.
I would say that's my biggest strength. So yeah.
I was about to ask you that. Do you like running at the defenders? Just head down, get past them, put it in the box. Yeah.
Ever since I was young, I would say my favorite drill, other than scrimmaging, was 1v1s. Like 2v1s, I hated because I hated having the fact to use the other player. Like I rather just take it 1v1. But yeah, I think I've always grew up playing with guys, and just gaining that confidence early on was crucial. So yeah, I would say the 1v1s are my favorite.
Okay.
Like moments in the game where I can be in those situations, I think are like moments living for. Other than putting the ball in the back of the net, I'd say that'd be second best.
Well, I think it's interesting you say that, because you played in the Mexican league with Pumas, and you look at the stereotypical Mexican footballer, and they're very aggressive, very physical. They like to get tight, don't give you much time on the ball, and it's almost as if you took it like a duck to water. It was like, right, I'm getting on that pitch, and I'm going to show them what I can do. And like I said, when I was watching those clips of yours, I'm like, this person can play. She can play.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. No, that was a different experience in itself too. Obviously, just different cultural experience as well. But I really love their passion and their energy for football, especially on the women's side. I mean, the amount of fans that support the female side aspect of it, I mean, it's still not compared to the US, but it has grown tremendously in the last couple of years, especially since they started the league maybe only 6 years ago. They've really grown. And I mean, you had people when you'd leave the stadium wanting you to sign their pants, their phone cases. I mean, security had to get involved at times because there were people that were like stalking you or stalking certain players. We had to like watch out, like keep an eye on each other because there were certain people that would just, they'd follow you anywhere. So they were huge supporters, especially for Pumas because it had a lot of history. We were in the capital. And yeah, I mean, they rep their club like it's like a religion, you know, and if you're not, if you don't rep the right club in the right spot, like look out.
Yep.
I wouldn't say it's as intense as Brazil, but I mean, it's up there for sure.
Yes, I can imagine. I've heard stories. I've done a lot of stories.
We don't get any death threats or anything, but they're very passionate and they're pissed when the club doesn't do well. So
look, I think the females may not get the death threats, but the men certainly do.
Yeah, the men. Yeah.
There you go.
Maybe equal rights. We're okay.
Well, you're not getting that in Cyprus, so I think you're all right.
Right. Yeah. I think we're okay. We're okay here
for now. So I heard, forgive me if I'm wrong, but if you weren't a football player, you'd be a tennis player. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would definitely do tennis. I like the individual part of it, the sport. I'm a big Roger Federer fan, Rafa Nadal. So yeah, I would pick tennis.
So who's your GOAT then? Who is your GOAT? You mentioned Federer, you mentioned Nadal. I mean, you've got Djokovic. You can go back Pete Sampras. You can go Agassi. I don't know. That's the toughest question that you've got. Federer. Okay. Yeah. The Fed Express.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Can't go wrong with him. He's world class. He's in class of his own.
The thing is, if you chose any one of them, it wouldn't be a surprise because they're all greats.
Right. No, for sure. So, but I think how Federer has just carried himself in every tournament situation. I mean, the guy's like ice, but you know, hearing him talk outside the court, he's so humble. And yeah, he's come up big in a lot of big moments. So yeah, hats off to him.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Right. I have some Christmas themed questions for you. This is where it gets more fun.
Here we go.
It's more fun. Okay. So listen, don't shoot me for these questions, okay?
No, you're good.
Yeah? So would you prefer Christmas ham or gammon or stuffed turkey?
Because it's Christmas, I think I'm gonna have to go with the ham. Turkey for Thanksgiving, and we'll go ham for Christmas.
Okay, because turkey is more of a Thanksgiving thing, right? Okay.
Really, it's common for both, but I think, I don't know. I think sometimes like there's just too much turkey, and you're like by Thanksgiving with the leftovers, you're like, all right, time for something else.
And you're an athlete, so you probably eat turkey throughout the year anyway. Like protein.
Chicken, yeah, maybe, yeah, protein.
Poultry,
yeah.
There you go. Okay. By the way, what is this eggnog thing I keep hearing about? I've never tried it before. We don't have it in the UK.
I've never tried it either. You hear more people talk negatively about it as if they don't like it or the taste. So I've never tried it. Maybe I will sometime, but
what is I mean, I know it's got egg in it, hence the name, but what is it? I've never Googled it. Never. In all the years I've heard about it.
What it is. The only time when I hear eggnog, I think of the movie National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
That's why I don't know why I think of that movie.
I think that's something we need to do our own research on now. I think we need to exchange notes. You know, you call your people, I'll call some of mine, and we'll just find out what it's all about. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Okay, the next one. Christmas pudding or gingerbread?
Gingerbread, for sure. Pudding, I don't think I've had pudding since I was a kid, so I would definitely go with the gingerbread.
Do you buy the little gingerbread men as well from the store?
I don't buy, but I've been meaning to find a recipe that I don't screw up with the gingerbread.
Okay.
So I try to make it myself, but sometimes I feel like the picture that it has with the recipe, it never turns out that way. So that's another thing I'll be in search of.
There you go. See, now I'm learning something
We'll
new every
create
day
a
about you.
list. Yeah.
Exactly. Do you know, I hate to admit this, but whenever I take my daughter to, I might go to a coffee shop, for example, and she'll want something to eat. So I'll get her, like, for example, Christmas time, she wants a gingerbread man, and she goes, "Oh, do you want to try some?" And I take it from her, and I pretend that it's an actual gingerbread man. I'm gonna eat it, like, you know, I'm gonna eat you now. And she's like, "Stop doing it! It's so embarrassing. You're so cringe, so cringe." She's 11 years old, and she's using all these new words like. What's it that she said the other day? Skibbity. Like, what are you talking about?
It's amazing what they pick up nowadays, like slang and these words, and especially at a younger age. It's like, wow, it's cute, but it's like, yeah, it's. I know I didn't say certain things when I was their age. So
listen, it's not cute after a certain age. When they get past 8, it's not cute. Honestly, it's just annoying. But anyway, right, let's not talk about her anyway. So what is your favorite Christmas food?
Favorite Christmas food? Oh my goodness. For some reason I'm thinking of like all these Thanksgiving foods, but honestly I love making cookies.
Okay.
I love the dough aspect of it. So before it even gets to the oven, I'm like with the spoon. Which I know it's really probably not good for you because of the raw egg, but it tastes incredible and I love it. So
raw egg.
I would say that would be my favorite part of. What was that?
There's nothing wrong with raw egg. Ask Sylvester Stallone the amount of raw eggs he had to have for a Rocky.
There we go. Yeah, he's doing just fine. So, but other than the sweets, I would say there's a dish that my family makes with sweet potato, but there's like a little bit of like a layer of marshmallow on the top with cinnamon and wow. Not like an insane amount of marshmallow where it's like overly sweet, but I don't know, the duo together you'd never guess, but it's amazing.
Oh, do they put it in the oven? Do they grill it? What do they?
Yeah. Yep. And then it, comes out either the layer of marshmallows on the top or it's on the bottom, and then you have the sweet potato.
I've never heard that before, but I'm going to try it.
Yeah, it's really good. If you like cinnamon and like kind of like that cardamom kind of taste, it's really good.
I'm going to try that. And if no one likes it, I'm going to have them. I don't care.
You got to have it more to yourself. Right.
That's it. Exactly. All right. The next one. Is there a country you'd like to visit for Christmas? Like, so for example, if you're going to go on vacation or holiday to any country during Christmas, where would you go?
That's tough because I feel like there's so much of Europe that I haven't seen. Maybe I would do Switzerland.
Okay.
Swiss Alps.
Yes.
Skiing. There's a lot of quiet places, I'd say, that are more like scenic views. So I think I would have to go. I think I had to go Switzerland.
Yeah. Okay. I'll accept
Roger
that.
Federer's from there. Maybe I bump into him.
See, I like the thinking. You're thinking outside the box. Excellent. And they do loads of chocolates there as well. They got the Toblerone.
Yeah, there we go.
Toblerone? Is that it? Toblerone?
Oh yeah, that might be there.
But you won't be yodeling. You're not going to be getting on the mountains. No. Okay.
No,
fine.
Not for me.
Okay. Right. Blimey, there's loads more follow-up questions that are Christmas related. I'll tell you what. Let me ask you one that I've thought of myself. So, Christmas movies. Do you have a favorite Christmas movie?
Honestly, I would say probably, I don't know if they do this in other countries, but in the US, they always have the Harry Potter movies on, and they kind of just do like a Harry Potter marathon. And I would probably say, yeah, Harry Potter or A Wonderful Life.
Okay, you gone old school, but you've also gone modern.
And very new, yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. When I asked you about going to different countries over Christmas, I thought you were going to say maybe Edinburgh because they filmed part of Harry Potter, the train station bit in Edinburgh.
I saw that. Yeah, I see those like Instagram reels where they created the original scenes in Harry Potter. It's crazy. So that would be maybe like a little Euro tour Christmas edition would be.
It's a beautiful city, but very windy.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's the best advice I can give. Wear a big jacket. Now, here's a tricky one. So if footballers were Christmas movie characters, so I'm going to give you some Christmas movie characters, and try and think of which football player. I mean, there could be female players, it could be male players.
Okay.
Which one would you align their character with? Okay. So if I were to say, for example, Santa, which footballer, when you hear Santa, could you compare a footballer? I mean, you could use their characteristics like they're, I don't know, a little bit overweight, or perhaps they got a big beard, or perhaps they're very giving, or they.
Do they have to be current players?
No.
Okay, be former. Okay.
Dead or alive as well.
Oh, I don't know why I thought of this, but for Santa, not because of the belly, but maybe because of the age.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Sir Alex Ferguson.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. I was gonna say Santa's got a red nose, a little bit of a red nose.
Red and white, Santa, red and white.
Very good.
He's the GOAT, I guess. So.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. We'll make that correlation.
Is Manchester United your English club?
I would have to say, yeah. I'm a big Casemiro fan, so I obviously liked when Ronaldo was there. So yeah, I guess I'd go.
Okay. We'll have to have a conversation afterwards.
Okay.
We'll have to have a conversation afterwards. Okay, the next character, the Grinch.
I knew that was coming. Oh man.
That predictable, yeah? Cheers.
Let's go with Zidane.
Zidane, okay. Okay. Well, because of the headbutt.
I was gonna go Ibrahimovic, maybe with the nose. But
right.
then I'm like, I need someone. He's like a whole confidence theme. So I'm like, not saying that Zidane's not confident, but I just think of when he headbutted the guy, and he just has this maybe Grinch-like demeanor at times.
Very good.
So I'm gonna go.
Okay, I've got three more. A bit cool. Tricky, right? Scrooge.
Okay. Scrooge. I mean, sometimes the refs could be the Scrooge, I'd say, but a specific player. Okay, don't get mad at me, but I'm blanking on his name, but he was one of the Real Madrid defenders who was heavily marking Ronaldinho and who would foul him all the time.
Sergio Ramos.
Ramos. Not Ramos. He was kind of like a
Carvalho. Was that Chelsea? Carvalho.
No, he was at Real Madrid. I think he was number 4.
Sergio Ramos. I think it was Sergio Ramos.
No,
I think Ramos was the number 4.
Ramos was number 4. It wasn't Ramos. I know Ramos. It was the other guy. Maybe he was number 3.
It's blanking out now. I'm okay. Let me think. So
when Ronaldinho was with Barcelona.
With what? Okay.
And there's so many films of this guy just like hacking away at Ronaldinho.
Oh, okay. Oh no, this
Why
is
am I
going to do my
blanking
head
on the
in now.
name?
All right, let me just do a quick Google search. Okay, Ronaldinho.
Okay.
It was at Barcelona. What year? Ronaldinho, Barcelona. Oh my God, it's fine. I'm going to leave this in. We're doing our own research.
Okay.
See, we're doing an educational show as well for people, right? Transfer history, right? He was at Barcelona back in 2004. I want to say 2003. He joined them in 2003.
He kind of had like longer hair, maybe to like neck level. And I want to say maybe he was an outside back. I don't think he was a center back.
This is my brain is all over the place now. Let's have a look. Real Madrid. Let's have a look at their squad back in 2003, 2004. I mean, it might have been just after that actually. Helguera, no. Pavon, Salgado. Can't have been Salgado. He's right back. It wasn't Salgado, was it?
Oh man.
And
the crazy, I know his face, but I don't know the name.
You know his face. Okay, was he Spanish?
I believe so. He looks Spanish. Almost like he kind of had like maybe like a Luka Modric face in a way, but shorter.
Oh my goodness.
But there's so many videos of like just like it was a pure foul, like this guy.
Okay, let me do Ronaldinho being fouled. There's got to be a video out there. Ronaldinho being fouled. Oh my goodness. There's loads. There's loads of videos of him being fouled. Okay, fine. What we'll do, we'll leave that to anyone that's watching this to let us know which one. Anyone.
Let us know. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we'll do that one. We'll do that one. All right. Okay. Elf. What about Elf? Who could be Elf? You know the Will Ferrell Elf.
Elf. Okay, so I'm thinking someone tall.
Okay. Someone that eats chewing gum from under the subway.
I'm thinking too much of the characteristics, like the facial characteristics, and I need to stop doing that. I'm just thinking of like someone very tall. So let's go with Buffon.
Buffon. Okay.
Yeah.
He gets a plate of pasta and spaghetti and puts maple syrup on it. Okay, I can see that happening. That's fine.
You know, goalkeepers are a little bit like crazy in the head. You know, maybe he just has these different pre-game rituals, and that's what makes him so successful.
Okay, fair enough. Now the final one.
Okay.
This one might be the most difficult one, though.
Okay.
John McClane, aka Bruce Willis in Die Hard, proper Christmas movie.
Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan has to be.
Yeah, we go.
Superhero.
I mean, you just think of like, yeah, I thought of that one right away.
Okay.
That might have been the easiest. That might have been the easiest.
Excellent.
Especially with the longer hair, you know, sometimes. So he had that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was able to put it in a man bun, but there were times where his hair was longer and he just, yeah.
Yeah, I think Zlatan could get away with being the hero and the villain, really.
Yeah.
You could kind of see him as like a Bond villain, but also like, I don't know, in The Matrix with, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Keanu Reeves.
That's the one.
There we go.
See? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, the next question. If Santa didn't wear red, what other color would suit him?
Ooh. I'm thinking either green.
Okay.
Green or black.
Or black.
just black with the white, you know. The white sachet.
Imagine like, you know, barking orders at the elves in this big black suit. You sure he's not going to be the villain in the Christmas movie?
Plot twist.
Exactly. I mean, I kind of imagine him wearing this all white puffer jacket, you know, like a rapper, You know, all
Yeah,
white
right.
with a beanie hat. Yeah. No, listen, I think the green one we can agree with green.
We get the green, yeah.
Maybe
Still in
black.
that Christmas theme. Can't miss them.
Yeah. Right. Did you believe in Santa when you were little?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fell for the making the cookies, and then, next day they were gone. I had to be him. Of course, not my dad. No, I did, yeah. But then, to be honest, I don't remember how I took the news when I found out that he wasn't real.
Do you know what I think it is?
That memory just lays my mind.
Do you know what I think it is? I think because maybe you kind of already knew, so when it became like common knowledge, you'd be like,
It was
I
like,
kind of knew anyway.
okay, I kind of figured, yeah. There was never like hard proof, so.
Exactly. There you go. There was no evidence of him ever, being here. It's not as if like you had a CCTV that you're able to see a guy, climbing that in your chimney, and it's just like take your parents' word for it. It's fine.
Right.
It's fine. It's fine. Do you have a memorable Christmas moment as a child?
I think it's more just the excitement on Christmas Eve, like always asking, like, can we open gifts tonight? And then my parents being like, nope, tomorrow morning. And then waking up Christmas morning and just having that excitement of like, okay, get to open gifts and see what you get. Or having an idea of like what you think you might be getting, or I think more Christmas music playing in the background. I wouldn't say there's anything particular. I think it's just I'm an only child, so I'm very close with my parents, and we just kind of always have the same
only child
routine.
crew. Let's go.
No way.
Let's go.
Awesome.
Yes.
Let's
go. And we
I
weren't
feel like
spoiled.
only child people are very like we're kind of our own, so that's
exactly.
awesome.
But we weren't spoiled. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, you're only child. You were spoiled. Get out of here. I'm not having this.
We're just.
In fact, we had it worse.
Outgoing.
We had it worse. Yeah. We had it worse. See, people don't understand. See,
I say like my parents were like, they kept a very close full watch. So when you have siblings, you kind of get to get away with certain things. Only child, no.
No.
Just you.
Thank you. I'm glad someone else can relate. Excellent.
Right.
Excellent.
Right.
Okay. So, best and least favorite present received. I noticed I didn't use the word worst.
Least favorite. Now
careful.
I feel like that's changed. I feel like that's changed over years. Like when I was younger, I would hate getting clothes, and I would love getting like physical toys. Where now I feel like the best thing would be clothes. I love clothes, fashion. The least favorite would be.
Careful, the person might be watching. They might be watching. Remember that pair of socks I got you 20 years ago?
Right. I would say maybe the least would be a gift that doesn't come with the batteries. Or like maybe something that you're not able to use right away. Like it requires something
like a screwdriver or
something that you maybe don't have like in hand. Because then you can't use it, and it just has to sit there. So
I'd say that very diplomatic response. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. You're not going to ask your dad to go to the garage to get the screwdriver. You're not going to go to the store to get batteries on Christmas Day. It's not going to happen.
Right.
So you want it there and then. But here's the thing, though. I mean, you said about when you were a kid, you'd love to get presents but not clothes, and kind of like now it's the other way around. You want clothes. What if someone brought you like an Optimus Prime for Christmas?
I think that'd still be cool, though.
See?
I think that'd still be cool. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my Optimus.
But then, if it required batteries, or you really had to assemble him, then I'm like, no.
No, you can charge them these days. You don't need batteries. You can charge them.
Perfect. Just plug them in. Okay. Then it'd still be a cool gift.
All right. There's another question here. Are you one of those people that watches Home Alone every year?
I do not. I don't think I cut out time where like I have to watch Home Alone. I think it's more the Harry Potter that I'll Like I usually make sure I see every year. But no, like if it's on, it's on. But I think that one is not one that I've watched every year. No.
Okay. Well, I have one more question, which is Christmas related.
Great.
One more question before it's Christmas related, and it is still present related. How would you react if someone gave you an Android phone for Christmas?
Well, I used to work for Apple, and
I know, that's why I asked.
Big iPhone user, so I would have to, maybe that would be my least favorite. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
Excellent.
I've never used Android before, so I think I'll be Apple for life.
I could never touch one of those things. I couldn't.
Blue's my favorite color too, so when the messages pop blue, it's like yes.
Splendid. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Chandra, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Before I let you go, I know you're on social media. You're pretty big on social media. You're doing a lot of stuff there. We're going to put your links in the description and all that.
Cool. Exciting.
What do you think? What are your targets for the rest of the season?
Well, honestly, I'm actually potentially transferring at the end of in January.
What?
Yeah. If I'm being honest. But I mean, of course, we have one more match coming up at the end of the week, and I always say the last match is always just as important as the first, or as all of them. So just honestly, for me as a striker, putting the ball in the back of the net and getting as many points for my team as we can, and just ending on a high note.
Excellent. Wonderful. And good luck to you. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you so
I hope
much.
everything goes well. And have a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you. You as well.
Enjoy your holidays, as they say. There you go.
Yes, we'll do. You as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Right, guys, that was Pasp Choices, and we'll be back very, very soon. Thank you very much.